Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
It comes as little surprise, Peter, that we find the name of Park Ji-sung on this team sheet.
First name on the team sheet, you would think.
Yeah, and a player with a fantastic engine. I always think that every time you see him, he's just going to run himself into the ground. He'll give everything for the cause, and he always sets the tone for industry.
Looking tidy in possession here. Yamal, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That ball looks a good one. And Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Sane! Spectacular from Sane! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And we have liftoff. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's clever. And Sonny! What a save by Diogo Costa! Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Sané really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's really well manoeuvred. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely weighted ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's... And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That has not gone well. And here's Cruyff, and it's Gullit. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a good spell of possession, this. And Diar.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And this is Park Ji-sung, delivered with swing. Gullit.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Cruyff. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's gone loose. Scholes. Park Ji-sung is looking to influence the game from out wide. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Girassi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, nicely intercepted. Lyon are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Look at the space here. Takes a shot! And he's stuck it away. They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Real chance! Goal! Leon! And they've got their lead back. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's had it nicked away. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Knocks it into space. And that's a throw. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruyff has been caught there. It's a foul. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Rodri. Koundé. Thinks about the shot. He has found... And the finish! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Ramal. Reinders. It's Park Ji-sung. Oh, there's a probing ball. Space for him to turn and look. An instinctive delivery. And that is expertly dealt with. Ndiaye out towards the flank. And that interception, that's the end of the first 45. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Down to business again.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a searching pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Cruyff. Van Dijk. Bullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. And he is going into that little black book. And he thumps it clear. Scholes. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Sané. Reinders. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Ndiaye's cross. Decent chance! Bullet. Portugal really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Ndiaye. It's a promising position. And a header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Attention,
Portugal choosing to make the first change. And here's Cruyff. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's a delicate... And the shot! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! A finish of true class! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
It's great composure. He kept his eye on the ball until the last possible moment and then smash. No stopping that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Lyon do have a chance to counter here. Portugal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Cruyff. Foot in. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Reinders. Can he get it through? Good take and great chance! And the keeper could only will that wide of the post.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Changement pour l'Olympique Lyonnais. Le numéro 14.
Coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Le numéro 25. Park Ji-sung. Le numéro 9.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped
Le
it.
numéro 45.
Nuno
Le
Mendes.
numéro 18. Le numéro 20.
Ibrahimovic.
Le numéro 5.
That's been
Le
intercepted.
numéro 15.
That's great positioning,
Changement.
so good from him.
Probing pass. And Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ibrahimovic chasing after it. And here's Mbappe. Threads one in. Schlotterbeck concedes a free kick for that. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. That was travelling. That pass has been well intercepted. Chan makes the interception. Schlotterbeck. Ryerson. Played back into the centre. And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Can he get onto this? Lyon claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Lyon really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Lyon are looking to break at pace. They'll have one final crack at it. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's found some space. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And that is headed for the middle. Schlotterbeck with the clearance.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And that should get the job done. It's a quick ball upfield. Kobel sends that a long way. He came in hard, very hard. And that signals the end. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied.
Chers spectateurs,
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
One way or another, he'll contribute to the scoring of a goal.
Yeah, and when the going gets tough seems to come easy for him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Cruyff. Aimed beyond the defence. Cruyff in acres of space out wide. Yamal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Takes a shot! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! He's got himself an absolute pinch. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Pull it. Nicely weighted ball. Yamal wants to run onto this. Nice control. He's had it taken off him. And that's definitely not his best.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Yamal. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. He's found a way through. Great ball, and he's in here. And the shot's on the finish! Goal! They are purring, truly purring. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose.
Shapes to shoot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're threatening to fly away here. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And a header! Great football, shot and save.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Yamal, he's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nice sequence of passes, this. Dumfries. And here's Batistuta. And Batistuta! And that is a truly outstanding save. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Now it's Hullet. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And that is a routine catch.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Koundé. Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Yamal charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Engages and forces him off the ball. Over to the right flank. He's picked his way through. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Mbappe. Probing pass. Koundé gets across to intercept that. And it's Mendes. Gerrard. Messi. Pinches it off him. Koundé. Threads one in. Cruyff is in a really good position out wide. Yamal. Mbappe.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Scholes, played out towards the right wing. Yamal finding himself in space. Now it's Yamal. And he's gone backward here. Passes short and sharp. And that is expertly dealt with. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Oh, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Portugal marching seemingly on towards victory, 3-0 at the break. And we are back underway. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Batistuta. Van Dijk does really well there. He is strong. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Cristiano Ronaldo looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. And it's made its way to him. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Yamal. Scholes. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's in plenty of space here. Peruzzi breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now it's Mbappe. De Bruyne. De Bruyne unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Scholes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for options for movement. That's a nicely shaped ball. No, again there's no way through. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, nicely intercepted. Portugal gloriously greedy. 3 up and looking for more. Yamal has found the net here, of course. Space for him to turn and look. Cruyff's towering header! It's a goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. But the defence let themselves down by not picking him up. I think the boss won't be amused.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Gerrard. And it's Guardiola. For De Bruyne. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Koundé, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well. Chance! And it's come back out to him. No, got right underneath it. It's a searching pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Batistuta. Bout of pass. He's having a pop! Oh, terrific save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Batistuta. And it's Gerrard. Gerrard! Steven Gerrard, the man for every moment! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. And he's managed to get free. De Gea claims it without any fuss. Scholes. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Ronaldo. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he shoots! Well hit! Oh, it's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless. A class of their own. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart.
And De Bruyne! Bullet. Cruyff. Bullet. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Van Dijk. Batistuta. Bullet. Portugal have it back and can go again. Oh, good spread.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Gullit. Scholes, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And this is Ronaldo. Tacho kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gullit. Dumfries makes the interception. That's a good ball out wide. And he's picked out the run. Oh, chance! Oh, good finish. Oh, that is tidy. It is a picture-book goal.
That's just downright fabulous. Both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Rodri tries to play it through, and played right into his path. gone all the way through to the keeper. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he get it through? There's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Tacho cuts out the pass. And that is as far as it goes. Portugal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I've always been impressed with this boy, Pau Cubarsí. It never ceases to amaze me, Peter, how the Catalans always manage to unearth all of these gems, especially in an age where the demand is quite high on defenders. He's really the perfect package.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Looking for options for movement. Koundé and Jamal, and it's Cruyff. It's a really well-measured ball. That is lovely. That is great defending, so alert. Kimmich defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome, too much traffic.
And this is Raul. A few interesting forays forward, but so far they haven't amounted to much. Schlotterbeck kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Gerrard. And here's Cruyff. Oh, perfectly measured that. Yamal!
Lamine Yamal really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
And this is Raul. Real chance here. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Shooting chance! Goal! Spain! Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Spain have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pull it. Cristiano. And the shot! We've got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Can he spark a counter here? And it's Messi. Now it's Raul. He's under a lot of pressure there. Well, now here's a good battle. Goes for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Kimmich is the team's great visionary. Could move up a gear here. He is through here. And Messi! And that is quite wonderful! A finish of true class! And again they hit the front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Spain with the lead. Now it's Raul. That looks a good ball through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Cruyff.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's good play. Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Towering header! Oh, it's gone in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Portugal dragged themselves back again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Mendes made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pull it. Mendes has it out wide and in space. And he's there to clear it. Knocks it into space. Rodri carries the ball down the right. Now it's Yamal. That's been slipped through. And it's half-time. Portugal are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Pullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Messi, he's being urged to shoot. Yamal. Gerrard. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. Oh, that's clever. That's an excellent interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Getting up there! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement.
Decent chance! Of course! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again.
Shot a goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? And he's gone backward here. Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Who saw this coming? Portugal certainly weren't expecting this. And he was quick to react. Van Dijk. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get...
And the shot! Goal! Spain! And the comeback is complete! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And this is Ronaldo.
Portugal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Cruyff. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 2, el dorsal 14, Gerard. Serán sustituidos por el
He's
dorsal
found space here.
51,
He's
el
found a
dorsal
way through.
21. Cambio de jugadores.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And this is Ibrahimovic. That has been slung wide. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he welcomes it in. That's the keeper's ball. Can he get on the end of this? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
De Gea claims comfortably. Nuno Mendes, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now there's a fine ball, tries a shot! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. Well, would you believe that?
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
We are into overtime. Koundé spots it and intercepts. Pedro Neto. Camavinga. Pedro Neto. And here's Torres. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Portugal did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away.